Good afternoon, fam. We've got a rewatch going on today. Oh, wait 1 second. All right. Good afternoon, fam. We have a rewatch going on today of, let me make sure that this is coming through where I want it to come through. Well, I hope it is. Regardless, we got a rewatch. We've got Angry Asian, also known as Ray, in the center. We see he's at 31, 34, and 27. So he's at 128 total pop cap. We have Sexy Blonde sitting at 86, 58, and 31. And myself, Sexy Blonde as well is, but let's see. He is the Turks. And I am the Ethiopians. Where blue? I'm right here. And I'm sitting at 72, 26, and 53. We got 3 minutes before treaty drop. On the other side, we have Samus Lords, Cody, as the Turks as well. We had double Turks on this one, going at 69, 71, 33, and 70. So a lot of wood, a lot of gold. Nice. Then we got Chaos. We got Colton, rocking the Goths. Gosh, I love the Goths. No, they are such a fun civ. And he's at 50, 50, and 39. When I play Goths, I like to be at like 80 to 100 on food. But to each their own. And then, of course, A3H, also known as Byron, is the Byzantines. The all-around counter civ, because they have all of the good counters in the game. So that's essentially our workup. If we look on our fronts, we've got Byron here with a lot of troops. We've got Cody here with a lot of bombards. We've got Colton here on the right side with a billion of these things. And on the other side, we have a big mishmash. I'm the blue. We've got Ray with the yellow. And then Adam didn't really have a space to build. I should have cut over right here and just put Adam right here. That would have been wise. But we didn't do it. We see the treaty is up, so I'm going to turn up the speed on this. And we're actually going to pause and make sure that everything works. Alright, everything should be working right now. So, here we go. So we see that Byron plunges, goes into the back. We've got a whole bunch of Ray's troops just taking stuff out. I've got the siege going. We see that Colton is in, Cody is pushing, and we've got the Turks there. Talk about just a mountain of death, and they are just sweeping that side right there. We see Colton has moved forward with the trebuchets, and Byron is keeping the pressure on. There we go. I'm not sure why he's running those all the way back there, but there's a lot of troop management going on here. You see Adam's got his hand cannoneers in front of my siege, eating up anything that's coming. We've got troops being built, buildings being built left and right. This fight has only just begun. Cody with that micro. Cody's micro is very fun to watch. You'll see he'll strategically move units. He does a really good job of it, of baiting, hooking and baiting. Meanwhile, Byron is just pushing, and Adam's bringing troops up, and Ray's bringing troops up, and what can we do? We see this castle is hanging by a thread. I'm trying to repair it as Cody is trying to do stuff. I don't. This is something that I don't do, but a lot of people do. Is they'll let troops build up, and in some cases I get it. In some cases I don't get it. Oh, and Colton is taking out my castle. Is he going to get the castle? They're sure shooting for it. Castle's gone. Everything is going Team Utah's way right now. Talk about, and Cody is just a backbone player with these Janissaries, just eating up everything that gets near him, and then he pulls them, and then he plunges them, and he pulls them, and he plunges them. And Colton's trying to use his trebs as bombard cannons is what it looks like to me. You're shooting them at all these units. And I'm trying to rebuild as we slowly move forward. So there's become a line here. And I don't know if it's going to stay or if it's going to go. And off to the races. We see that there's been a little bit more pressure put. We've got, it looks like mostly me and Adam. And here comes Ray. And we're destroying buildings. It's always nice when you're destroying buildings, or it's always bad when they're destroying buildings. And sending everything forward as fast as they can. Looks like Byron has run out of gold units. He needs to build more gold units, is what he needs to up that trade. It comes from playing non-treaty games a lot. I think that there's a style difference there that you see. Because you need that gold for those big fights. And it makes a difference. Cody's now sending in hussars to fight back anything and everything that he can. And we see a big swing push back. Boom. So much trash being just slung. Colton's up to 82 on wood and 95 on gold. Holy gold. Goldman and Sachs over here. He's going to be rich this game. He's going to be able to buy anything that Daddy wants. And their grip on this front has changed with Ray coming forward, and I don't know where Adam is right now, but he's coming. Something's changed. But the fight continues. It's one thing you have to give all of the Ashcraft clan a lot of props for. If I was going to describe them in a word, it would be gritty. And we see a lot of grit in this game. So I'm going to go right, and Adam's going to go left here, is what we're going to see. And Cody's just spewing troops. You can see there's all these troops coming. Meanwhile, Colton is holding by threads. This is all that's got him alive. And he lost a castle. And Colton is doing his very best to keep things interesting. And they're pushing forward. Byron's moving in. Cody is just building troops as fast as he can. And we're gonna see Byron over here. Still only has 6 guys on gold. We need to up his gold intake. That's gonna change his whole game, is if he can get that gold going. It'd be big. And Colton is changing. He's building up, and you'll notice Colton, as the Goths, is building a lot of cavalry. So he probably shouldn't have gone Goths, because their cavalry is not the best. No, but you live and learn, and then you find love. And Cody has moved forward with his bombards. Holy cow! He is not afraid to send them up. Because that micro, you see that? See what I was talking about? He pulls back. And we try and get him, and he pulls him back. Boy, he'll pull him forward, and he'll pull him back. Yep, pulling him back, right there. That's Cody's micro right there, and it's good. He does a good job with it. So much death. How can you face so much hate? Treads taking out buildings. There's been a rally by the Goths and by the Byzantines and by the Turks on the right. Absolute crazy game. this long is evenly matched, might I add. The games that don't go long are the ones that are lopsided. And you know, that's kind of a controversial take by Tanner, but Tanner really likes a long game because it shows that the matchups were close. So we cut through. I cut through up here, and Ray is going to just go all in on this north end, trying to kill Cody's castles. I don't even know if Cody's noticed yet. We're sending in troops. On the other side, it's still holding. We've got Cody here. We've got Byron has turned. Byron is full turning, and castles are falling here on this back side here. And Byron is sending troops. Boom, boom, boom. On the other side, we see I'm kind of moving forward. This turn is going to make it so that my Civ can just kind of do whatever we want over here. On the other side, Byron has done the same thing, or maybe it's Colton, but I think it's Byron. It is. Byron is doing the same thing to us that we just did to them. And Byron is going to get in. Let's see what kind of damage he's going to do to Adam, because he's going to hit Adam. Boom. Alright, where is he? He's right here. So he gets in to Adam. And Adam's military buildings are right here. Gosh dang it, Adam. You should have told me. I could have just cut right here forever ago. That would not have been hard to do. But communication is king. So I don't know why he's backing up. These troops need to go forward and attack these. You want to have that as much pressure on that as you can. But I don't know. Something's going on here. To the north, Cody has turned and taken over this middle section, and it's turned into a game of cat and mouse between Cody and Ray. And I'm just fighting Colton here in the middle fairly consistently. Meanwhile, on the other side, they've pushed up. Keep going there, bud. Keep it. Don't stop cutting. Oh, he did. They've walled off with wood, with palisade walls, which has turned Adam into a monster. On the other side, Cody is fighting, Colton is fighting. And how's Ray doing? Ray and Cody are just kind of in a stalemate, I guess, up here. Cody's got the right units, but he can't focus long enough over here for what he needs to be doing. We need to build buildings up in here to cause a little bit of a gap, but live and learn, and then find love. So my biggest complaint about the Turks is they're slow. Their speed is just not where you want it to be at for them to murder things. They aren't a murder civ, they're a turtle civ. So that really didn't hurt Adam that much. You can see he is rich on resources. And instead it opened things up against Byron, which is going to be painful for Byron, sadly. On the tube, I'm not sure what's going on here. Cody's not pushing the speed. There they come, there they come. Ah, yes. The line of death, right there. Oh, wow, that was kind of entertaining. And Ray was like, I can't. Can we just go and kill those guys for a bit? I was like, sure. We'll go and kill these guys, why not? Meanwhile, in the middle, still just kind of a stalemate. There's a lot of trade? Why is trade coming up here? That seems silly. On the other side, Adam is being a surgeon. Has he gotten into trade? He hasn't gotten into trade. The trade's back here. I don't know why those trade cards were going up there. That was weird. So they're holding and taking out buildings. Meanwhile, Cody is coming back up to face young Ray, who is held like a Spartan. And buildings are going down. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see that Byron is building a castle. I'm trying his darndest to, at least. Yeah? Is he gonna get it? I don't know if he's gonna get it. We'll see. No, didn't get it. Did he get his gold going? No, he still hasn't got it. Byron, go and get some gold, man. Go and build some trade carts. That'll change your game. Oh, he got his castle up. They turned. And oddly, I've been pushed back as well. And Cody's knocking on the door. What is going on here? Holy cow. This game was never over. On the other side, Adam turns and comes in with camels and hand cannoneers. He's playing the Turks like the the Indians, which seems silly because they're not. But it's working out for him. It's that hand cannoneer camel combo it's a hard one to beat. Meanwhile, we see that Colton is trying his darndest to just keep troops in front. Byron is building castles for defense. And Ray has pushed up to face the enemy. And Ray's started to build some anti-hand cannoneers. He's got his skirmishers there that are eating them. Yeah, there he goes. Meanwhile, I'm starting to build trebs to take out buildings. And the fight right here is the Battle of the Bulge for them. They don't want to lose this side. Adam has started to build bombard towers on every section that he possibly can. And they're very worried about it as we start eating the middle. On the other side, Ray is doing work. We're starting to take out key buildings over here in the middle. And Cody is gonna come and save his boys. Meanwhile, the fight over here has turned. Colton is full turned. Gosh, I think that if Byron had been using gold units, who knows how this game would have gone. I think that would have been a game changer. Just building siege. Whoa, why are we down to 9? Did something happen? Oh, and Byron quit. Which is essentially the end of the game. So I'm going to call it right here because this is when we're going to get the most accurate. Oh, come on. Because this is going to give us the most accurate ending. Because Colton and Cody hold on for a while before quitting. But the game was essentially over when Byron quit. He'd had enough of that game. But I don't blame him. He didn't have gold. When you don't have gold, you can't build cool units. So that's what happened. But GG, gentlemen. When we look at stats, military scores, and anytime you go heavy siege, you're going to have the highest military score. Adam had the best economy. Ray was Ray. Colton with the technology and the society. We can get those upgrades, man. And then Cody and Byron as well were there. When we look at military, I had a very good KD. Cody had a very good KD as well. Kind of interesting. Byron was sending troops to die as fast as he could, and so was Colton. Holy cow. Both of them were. So, When we look at economy, I had the most trade, but not by a lot more than Colton did. And Colton had the most food by a mile, as he should, as the Goths. And Byron with that stone. Woo! You can also see that we were trading a lot more than these guys were. So that makes a big difference. Being able to give people food and keep them going. Yeah. Well, guys, until next time, I think we should change teams up because I want to be teammates with Colton and Byron. See what we can do. Peace.